Hello, I'm Phillip Wane from Trent University. Augmented reality is a way for us to overlay digital images onto physical artifacts. And I initially began looking at headstones, but I've since expanded my research into looking at other objects. And the latest thing I've begun to look at is using tattoos as triggers. Tattoos, I thought, were interesting because they're a very personal item, but they're also a public item. People can, depending where the tattoo is, it's on display or it's not on display. And also sometimes people specifically have tattoos done as an act of remembrance for people who passed away. Sometimes people have those done in the image of the person who's passed away. So I wondered if we could use a standard tattoo and use that to trigger the image of the person who passed away. And it also meant that way you could choose to use different images over times and you would pull over nice images. I haven't got any tattoos. This is actually a temporary tattoo, but it's just to give the idea of how it works. So here we've got a tattoo, and if I pull up an app that will scan the tattoo, it will then pull up an image of a person here. So meet Pete the Hat. Pete the Hat is a very close friend of mine who passed away a couple of years ago. But what we can see is that it brings up a fantastic image because it is a photograph of that person, and we could change the choice of image over time around the trigger. So augmented reality gives us a way to call up images of our choosing, and they don't have to be the same image all the time because we can use the tattoo as a trigger for the augmented reality. So the nice thing about having tattoos as well is that there's no hint there that there's an image that will be triggered by that. So that's something that I can choose to share with people or not share. So again, where people have got tattoos that are actually of a baby, for example, that's passed away with certain birth dates and death dates, you can't hide that unless it's under clothing. Whereas with this kind of thing, it gives me the option of when I want to share the image of my friend who's passed away based around that.
I wanted to use my own tattoo as an augmented reality trigger for a picture of my brother telling me. It didn't work. The application refused to accept my tattoo as a valid trigger image. It seems this idea is only relevant in theory for now, but not yet in real life. I assume people would continue to choose an image of significance to them as a remembrance tattoo, not an image that will be easy for an augmented reality app to recognize.